The new Afghan government has signed a security deal with American officials that will allow U.S. troops to remain in the country beyond this year. The agreement was signed by Afghanistan's newly appointed National Security Advisor, Hannah Fatmir. The previous president, Hamid Karzai, refused to sign the Bilateral Security Agreement, BSA, with the U.S., straining ties and raising security fears. Most NATO forces are to withdraw this year, leaving 9,800 U.S. troops behind. The total number of troops in the U.S.-led mission at the start of next year will be about 12,500, with the remainder coming from allies such as Germany and Italy. U.S. Ambassador to Kabul Jim Cunningham signed the long-delayed agreement on behalf of the government in Washington. The BSA allows for some foreign special forces to stay in the country to conduct counter-terror operations and others to support and train Afghan forces. Under a separate NATO agreement also signed on Tuesday, several nations, led by Germany, Turkey and Italy, will contribute to a further force of about 3,000 troops. The U.S. deployment will be halved by the end of 2015 and withdrawn almost completely by the end of 2016. The Associated Press news agency reports that the U.S. plans to leave about 1,000 troops in a security office after this deadline. NATO countries have been steadily reducing the number of troops they have committed to the Afghan mission, handing over control to local security forces. Earlier this year, there were estimated to be just over 50,000 NATO troops serving in Afghanistan from 49 contributing nations. Of these, the bulk, about 34,000, were U.S. troops. Mr. Ghani was sworn in as Afghanistan's new president on Monday, replacing Mr. Karzai in the country's first democratic transfer of power. The Kabul ceremony followed 6 months of deadlock amid a bitter dispute over electoral